Now this is one of the last videos of the course, and what this is a mindset video. You're probably thinking, I'm not here to be advertised to, I'm not here so you control me, waste my time. Trust me, this video is really good. So stay in tune, and I'll basically explain a few points. Now 2 days before your official Ucat exam, you need to realize that if you've followed the guidelines that I've set, if you've done all the mocks that I've recommended, and you've done everything essentially that I've told you, you should feel very confident in yourself and in your abilities. The reason why I'm saying that is because you've put in the work. In Islamic phraseology, essentially you've tied your camel. You have now done everything that you can in the time frame that's necessary. I don't know what this hand action was. You've done what you need to do, and it's out of your hands now. In the last 2 days, yes, you'd be able to revise a few acronyms and make sure you have them on check, but you will not be boosting your score by 50 points unless some miracle happens and like some ghost takes over in the exam and you get the point. Now worst case scenario, maybe we have 2 mocks that are left for you to complete. Don't get comfortable. I'd say now you have 2 days left and you have 3 to 4 mocks left to complete. Put in a shift, do those mocks, do every mock. Leave yourself no excuse. So don't get too comfortable. Now this is the problem for many people. They see their current situation whereby it might be the case that, especially in my case, living on benefits, that we're chilling, that we're surviving. In many other countries you're not fortunate, and you're not going to be, I shouldn't say you are not fortunate, but you won't be fortunate, as in like the healthcare system, you're going to get shagged. There's no two ways about it. So if you're applying to med, 1, to ensure job security, and 2, to help people and to ensure that their people are not being mugged. If you want to work for a private clinic, you need to realize that there's a goal above your own personal goals which you should be striving for. Whether that means, and this is the harsh reality for a lot of people, that if now they want to get out of poverty, now if people don't want to have sleep for dinner, things of that like, which isn't a joking matter, you need to realize that now this exam is essentially a foot in the doorway, and it will allow you to reach your goal of wanting to be a doctor, potentially for, you know, philanthropic purposes, alongside job stability, which isn't something wrong. Now people probably saying, oh, this guy's doing it for the money. No, that's not the reason primarily why I'm doing or why I want to be a doctor. There's many other jobs that pay amazing or way more than a doctor, especially in the short term. So, and hopefully I'll explain the hierarchy. Make sure that you call me out if I don't on the interview course. But just to explain it to you, you have to strive for a greater purpose than your own personal desires. Do it for example, your parents. Do it for your uncle who took care of you. This is the time to show that I've got this, I know what I'm doing, I need to perform well in this exam so I can go to a good uni and I can become that doctor that they've always wanted or that I've always wanted. So sometimes your parents' aspirations can be your aspirations, so don't let them down, essentially. And I know it seems a little bit harsh, but trust me on this one, it's something that is in your hands if you do enough practice. Trust me on this. And the honest truth is, if you fail this exam, you will probably not be a doctor. Now the only chance for you to do better would be in the year after, and usually within the gap year that you have to take, because it will take 1 admission cycle year for you to get into the uni. So essentially you'll be wasting a year of your life. In that 1 year, people essentially switch courses. They either go into apprenticeship or they say retail's for them. So this year, or this year 12 to year 13 summer transition is massive. You need to bang this exam. Hands down, all your effort, exert all your effort. Don't waste time just scrolling on Instagram, Snapchat. It's tempting, but as soon as you finish your exam, do what the hell you want. Honestly, just do what the hell you want. Now one other thing that does happen is, because you can book the Ucat from July the 1st all the way to October the 2nd, people can take their exams early, and some people will be getting the score of 700 and 720, and what they will tell you, trust me, people have come, it's like, no, it was fine, I didn't really revise. Now if you know, from East London where I am, that essentially means I banged out revision. I just don't want you to do well, so stop revising and essentially don't become my competitor. When someone says that, just believe wholeheartedly, not that they're a liar, they are demotivating you. They're implicitly or explicitly in this case essentially saying stop revising and don't be my competitor, so don't listen to them. even if they get 750, good on them. They might get one of the top places or get invited to the interview a lot quicker. But as long as you get into med, as long as you score a 700, you should be fine. You should absolutely be fine. No matter where you apply, you should get in. For those that accept the Ucat, and that's hands down a 700 score. If they don't accept you, call me up, we'll go to the uni, we'll do what we need to do, but trust me on this one, they probably will accept you hands down. Now the last tip is that complaining will not aid your scenario whatsoever. It's not as if you was to cry on the phone and say, please let me into the uni, that they would let you in. Again, this goes back to one of the fundamental points that you need to graft, bro. You need to graft. Trust me on this one, just graft. And it seems like I'm repeating the same thing. Please take this on board. Just bang this exam. Get that score of a 700. Please. Please. I can't say anything more. Just please bang this exam. And the final tip that I give, on the last day, you change from a mindset of always trying to do better. Like for example, you're always taking the next mock, the next mock, the next mock, always trying to improve until now it's the last day. You go in with a mindset into the exam that you are the pinnacle. Like this sounds mega cringy and it's cringeista, so comment away if you really want to. But you are the person, you're the guy, you're the GOAT. That's what they say nowadays, even though it's a cuss, but you're the GOAT. You've practiced, you've done what you could. Today you're gonna smash it. That's the mentality. That's the mentality switch on the last day. You don't start off with that because that will make you complacent. You finish with that because it will allow you to achieve your best. Now you're confident. You have to be confident in yourself. And with that, I'll leave you. But please bear this in mind. Then there's one last video, and the course is over, hopefully. So let's get straight onto that. If you have very minimal time, I have an ebook that is present in the link description, and that's my killer tips. Essentially, I explained them in the video, but there are some tips in there that I haven't really explained. Basically, catch you guys on the other side.
Why is it hard for me? Why